And now from McAllen City Hall, a meeting of the McAllen City Commission.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's City Commission meeting. We'll begin with a pledge of allegiance, followed by invocation by Commissioner Tony Aguirre. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us bow our heads. Dear Lord, as we gather here for this meeting, we ask for your guidance and wisdom. May our decisions be filled with insight and our discussions align with your will. Bless our time together and help us to work in unity and for a purpose. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And first, we have public hearing. We have items A through RR.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
And we don't have to read them all.
All right, thanks. Thank you. Okay, items 1, 2, and 3 are customer initiated for C3 to C2. That's for the Bird Ogden office location on Fern and 10th Street. Item number 4 is from C2 to C2. That's on the southwest corner of 29th and Trenton, 7601 North 29th. Item number 5 is rezoning from C3 to C2 for Trenton and 2nd. That's 120 Trenton. Item number 6 is R3T to R3, which is a new zone. It's on the east of Bicentennial and Freddy Gonzalez. That is 1200 Freddy Gonzalez. Number 7 is R1I1. This is on 7701 South McCall. This is on McCall and Thomas Road. Items 8 and 9 are rezoning from C3 to R1. This location is 9901 North 10th. It's the rear and the front. Item number 10 is the Bronx Social Club. It got a disapproval with favorable recommendation at P&Z. This is for 1300 Trenton. Item number 11 is South Texas College. They're adding on the south location at 2101 South McCall. It's for conditional use permit. Item number 12 is for the food truck park at Tres Lagos at 4900 Tres Lagos. And item 13 has 44 items for city-initiated rezonings.
Okay, excellent. Is there... Yes.
Giving him a hard time. How many? 44?
Yes.
Hey, we're working it. Is there anybody to speak against any of these items? Anyone to speak against any of these items? If not, do I hear a motion to approve?
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Next item.
Item number 1, it's 501 South Benson Road. This is for a conditional use permit for a soccer field. So this one, and it's been renewed yearly. However, the applicant has requested for a 2-year versus 1. So P&Z approved it for 1 year, so it's up to you all to approve 2 years. A conditional use permit for a soccer field.
Let's continue with 1 year.
Yeah. 1 year.
Motion to approve for 1 year.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Thank you.
I need a motion
approve.
to amend the zoning ordinance of the city of McAllen.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. We have consent agenda items A through
G.
G. Do we need to pull anything out?
Vote to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Item 3.
Mayor, item 3A is providing adoption of an ordinance for 2024 building codes.
The standard stuff that we do.
It is standard stuff, Mayor. There were a couple of changes. For example, I know we had some conversations about adult changing tables and things like that. So
Yes.
normally I'll
Good
give you a
afternoon.
quick rundown on some of the deviations from the 24 code provisions.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commissioners. This item is for the adoption of the 2024 building codes. There are some changes, just like the city manager mentioned. One of them would be the energy. On the energy code, we would exclude the interior lighting controls. This is for residential. These are your dimmers and your automatic shut-off devices. The next one would be under your IBC building code. This is for the commercial building and industrial buildings. We would be excluding the adult changing table. And then under the residential, we would be excluding the automatic fire sprinkler system and also the plumbing having to do with the fire sprinkler system. This would be in line with a Texas law that prohibits municipalities from requiring the installation of fire sprinkler systems in in residential dwellings and duplexes.
Good. Any questions? If not, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion passes. Thank you so much. And I think we have some people from Leadership McAllen. Well, thank you all very much for coming.
Thanks
And
for
we're,
joining us.
I tell people that we go real fast because we have a great commission. They're here, they're ready, they've read their packets, and then I tell the public, if you want to know what we have, you all have it. It's in the website. So everything's real clear, real open, and we want to send our staff home as soon as we can. Thank you for being here. Let's see, what do we have?
Mayor, item 4A is a resolution adopting the 2025 City of McAllen tax roll. You have in your packet,
No, tax roll.
you have in your packet a summary report that comprises the 2025 appraisal roll. The recap is of this year's market value, et cetera. Becky, you want to give the details?
Yes, so attached you have the 2025 certified totals, which that'll make up our tax roll. So I have everything broken down as far as like by land improvements and all the exemptions. Towards the bottom of the report, you'll see what the net taxable value is, which was $16,294,166.59. Our total tax levy before freeze was $73,158,900.
We don't want to talk about that.
No.
It's just the.
Okay, then all you need to do is vote.
tax
This is
roll.
2025 tax roll for a total $70,099,778.47, and the M&O portion is broken down, and the INS. So,
Mayor,
as long as you approve
I had
it.
a comment.
Yes.
Typically, I'm looking at a bar graph here on collections.
Uh-huh.
And typically, when you have a bar graph, you compare it to something else.
On collections,
On collections,
I'm,
like the previous year.
That's on the reports, Commissioner. We
Okay.
haven't.
yeah,
th-
no,
This
I'm,
is just the tax roll.
yes, this is a
Alright.
tax roll for 2025. So this is just, in order for us to send out statements, the tax
Alright.
roll must be approved, and it must be by resolution. So,
Any questions?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
thank you.
Go ahead. 6.
Item number 5.
Mayor, item 5A is consideration of a variance requesting not to engage in the subdivision process of 5.35 acres out of Lot 11, Section 280.
This property is located at 11421 North 23rd. It's just south of 107. It is 5.35 acres. The applicant does have a business on the north side of the property and a single family on the south side of the property, and their wish to add in a second home. The development team did review this request, and they requested it to be subdivided.
Okay, any questions?
Good afternoon.
Vice.
Ma'am, this is not a public hearing item, and did you sign up to speak in public comments? We only had one person.
No.
I submitted an application. I was told to come to
Mayor, could we just give a little bit of leniency?
Well,
She's
you-
a representative of the
this. I do
applicant.
represent the owner of the
Right. You know what? If it's okay with you guys, I'm fine with it. Go ahead.
So I represent Cecilia Rios. She does own this property on 23rd Street. And she owns, this is a separate tract. And she's just wanting to move a home that she has on Sprague Street. She's wanting to move it right here. This property has been in her family for over 70 years. And she needs that property. She needs to move that home there. She's being told that she needs to subdivide, but that's not her intended use. She wants to that home there, and she does not want to subdivide. It's very costly, and she's asking for that variance on the subdivision.
Mrs. Rios Montes, is it your mother's intent to occupy that home if it's moved?
Yes.
Okay.
She lives right here in this home, and she wants to put the home here, and she has a nephew that's going to be living there.
Okay. You understand that through the development team, that there are certain requirements that would, obviously you have to hook up to city services, to a sewer line, you cannot have a septic tank, all these other things. You understand that that's part of the normal and orderly process, when you build a home, even if it means moving a pier and beam home to another location?
There's water there, there's sewer there. It'll be, already planned all that out.
Mr. Sotelo, there's a couple of options that you provided to the board and the mayor on this. Can you recite through each one what the options are?
So it's approve the variance as requested, approve the variance request subject to compliance of engineering, traffic, McAllen Public Utilities, Fire, Public Works Departments, requirements, and a contractual agreement as applicable. Disapprove the request as required. Compliance with the state law of the City of McAllen subdivision ordinance.
And your recommendation is option 3?
Correct.
Okay. Option 2 would kind of mitigate the requirement for the applicant to meet those. One, I think there's a contractual agreement that
Correct.
require hookup sewer services
Correct.
and water.
And then depending if a fire hydrant is needed, an addition of the fire hydrant.
Oh, and a fire hydrant would
Yeah,
be?
depending on what's out there.
Okay.
So we haven't really examined exactly what's out there.
Oh, I
but
see.
They would have to, that's usually the part of the subdivision process.
Has option 2 been explained to the applicant or her representative?
Yes.
It has? Mrs. Years-Montes? Oh, it has not been explained? Oh, I see. But this is a plot of land that is already abutting 23rd Street,
Correct.
already has curb and gutter,
Correct.
has stormwater sewer.
Correct.
Right.
And it's how many acres?
5.
5.35.
And it's family. When I was on the PUB, if it's a family plot and it stays, if it's not sold as a commercial, we would allow them.
They also have the commercial property on the north side on the same property. They have the commercial on the
Yeah.
north and then the residential on the south.
Yeah.
On the
that-
same property.
That changes, yeah.
On the 5 acres.
That is a little
What's the commercial
different, but
building?
It's been
Oh,
there
it's
for-
that one on the right?
Yeah.
Our right?
Yes, it's been there for.
So all that's one property. I assume, were y'all trying to get her to subdivide into 3 or into residential and then commercial?
Into 3 for the one tract of land for each use.
Oh, I see.
Well, right now, this is actually, it was all 3 separate tracts, but for tax purposes, they put it all together, but this is like 5.35 acres. So,
But it's technically one tract. I mean, it's all one legal tract.
yeah.
It's not, they're not separate tracts.
at one point, no, there is 2 separate tracts. It's a 1.24 tract here, 5.3.
At one point, there was separate tracts, but then over 10 years ago, it was all combined into one.
for tax.
It was the taxing entity combined it because it didn't go through a subdivision process.
Correct. There was something done with the county.
How would it affect the city if we don't subdivide it in the future?
But just water, sewer, and I guess the development towards the west will also need, they've been wanting to work with them to connect for the property on the southeast west corner of them is still, it's theirs and it's still in RETJ. So it would help us, it would benefit us connecting our Reliance system through there.
But you don't need it subdivided to do that.
Oh, no, but they're not in agreement with getting that connection.
Well, this property owner isn't?
Correct.
But you can make that part of this, if they're going to variance, I mean, they've got to comply with
With
what the city also
conditions.
needs, right? I mean,
Because that's the biggest concern I always have. How is it going to affect us?
A compromise.
Do you all want to maybe
modify.
modify it, table it so they can try to figure it out? Or,
Mr. Sotelo, would it be too much to ask to maybe if this board were to table it to within a week or so to meet with the applicant and the representative to kind of go over option 2 to see if that's amenable? Understanding that obviously the fact there is a business on that tract, they make it a little bit more cumbersome for us to act today.
Requirements.
But I think the requirements would be sure to protect not just the city, but any future development that they are going to adhere to the city requirements through a subdivision process, well, at least through a contractual agreement, right?
Well, especially look at ensuring that we can connect.
Connect.
To what we're
Right.
talking about, because-
We can go to and through the property.
Do I hear a
To
second?
and through the
Second.
property.
All in
Second to
favor?
table.
Aye.
Against, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have advisory board appointments. Do we have anything?
Perla.
Good afternoon, Mayor and City Commissioners. This item pertains to advisory board appointments. Commissioner Zamora has 2 vacancies, one on the Traffic Commission Board and one on Keep McAllen Beautiful. Commissioner Rios has a vacancy on the Historic Preservation Board. Commissioner Castillo currently has 6 vacancies on the following boards: the Civic Center Board, CDBG Advisory Board, Historic Preservation Board, Library Board, Senior Citizens Board, and he has made a nomination to the Traffic Commission Board. That's Raul Resendez. He has also nominated Francisco Davila to the ZBOA Board. For that, we will need the approval of the entire commission. And Commissioner Haddad has 2 vacancies on the Traffic Commission Board. Please note that the Traffic Commission vacancies are due to non-attendance, and with 4 seats currently vacant, these are the most urgent positions to fill. And at this time, I will take any nominations from the floor.
Anybody?
I'll have my nominations for the next meeting, Perla.
I'll get them, I will do, I'll get
The-
them for you as well.
The name of Francisco Davila for the Zoning Board of Adjustment and Appeals, I'd like to have him on it.
Okay.
Do we need to vote on this?
Yes, I need it.
Yeah, we can make a
It's
vote.
at large.
Do we have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Against, motion carries. Thank
And
you.
I don't have any vacancies.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Mayor, there was an item on the consent agenda. I just wanted on the record that I had to abstain from that one, 2G1.
Be noted. Okay?
And we also have the board and committees served by elected officials. We have Commissioner Orlando Rios, and he has been nominated to the TERS 2A board. Just to note that you've got those spreadsheets, and those listed in purple are also vacancies that we have, one on the Development Corporation.
I would like to serve in
And
that one, Development Corporation, if that's okay with them.
I was going to ask the same thing, Mayor. Whoever, that's fine.
On what?
On the
Development Corporation.
Board, there's a vacancy.
Is that the
I'm
one
still
I'm
on it.
nominated?
Okay, so how many possessions?
We have 1.
And what else do we have?
Then on that spreadsheet, you've got 2 others that are highlighted in green. Those are also being occupied by the former Commissioner District 3.
Perla, I don't know that they can see that spreadsheet.
I don't know if we have it here.
So there's an opening on Border Trade Alliance, there's one on Development Corporation.
And the other 2 are the Convention Center and the Insurance Committee.
Right, those are the purple.
Ooh, and none of them might want to be in.
Okay. I'll yield to
y'all were both
Commissioner.
looking to be
No,
on
no,
it?
no, no. I'll yield to Commissioner Cabeza de Vaca because I don't believe he's ever served on it. I did serve on
I
it.
haven't.
Yeah.
That's why. I
I'll yield to
appreciate it.
him.
Okay, anything else?
No.
So you need somebody for the convention?
Oh, I'll do the convention if it's available.
You're on the convention.
Anything else? That's all you get right now, Perla.
Thank you.
I hear a motion to approve.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Taxes, usually I say bye-bye, but I think Commissioner may have a question.
I think the question's for me.
Yes.
Hi, Kelly Salazar here for the ad valorem delinquent tax collection report. It's before you, but if you want me just to skip to the end, I could do that, yes?
Actually, the question.
I just had an observation and
Yes.
feedback on this. Coming to the collections, typically when you see a bar graph, you compare it to something. And I just saw one, which was last year, and I didn't get to see how we had done from 23-24 to 23-24. So that was my question. Maybe, I don't know why it wasn't there. So that way we can see, to celebrate your efforts and see where you're at. And at the same time, a percentage of, from the delinquent taxes to how much was collected, what's that percentage in comparison to what it was the previous year? So just some feedback
Absolutely.
for next time you come around, or perhaps when you're doing a quarterly type of report, I would like to see at least another set point, or perhaps 3 set points, so we can see a comparison, and so that way we can see a trend as well.
Absolutely, I can do that for you, Commissioner Rios. And just on a side point of that as well, our collections this fiscal year were impacted. I know we had some catastrophic issues. The governor had a disaster declaration at the end of March, early April, and to accommodate the issues that arose out of that, we halted collection efforts for about 30 days to allow residents to deal with that issue. And so that had an impact this year, but I take your note, and we will definitely incorporate that into future reports. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Likewise.
Future agenda items? Future agenda items, nothing, going once, twice. Executive session items.
Mayor, item 7A does not require any action. For item 7B, I recommend that the commission entertain a motion to authorize the city manager and city attorney to proceed as described in executive session.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. There being no further business, this meeting is adjourned.
Regular City Commission meetings are held on the second and fourth Monday of each month. Meetings are broadcast on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on the McAllen Cable Network.